All right.
Hey, there you go. So, welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in today, Wednesday, May 13th, I
May
think, if
13th.
I'm not mistaken. Today, we have the honor to have Victor, our guest, for the interview today. Hi, Victor. How are you?
Hello, good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you. So, welcome to the weekly interview here with our dear typists. They love getting to know the rest of the staff that works here in Austin. And today is your turn. So thank you, Victor, also for uh, giving us some time today.
Yeah.
We see Mary is saying hi. So hi, Mary.
Hello, Mary.
All right. So Victor, let's start with your last name. I
Sure.
tried to write it in a couple of places and I just gave up and only wrote Victor. So how do you spell your last name?
I also did not include my last name in the capture there, but last name is Gurevich. It's spelled Gurevich.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gurevich.
Yeah.
Where does it come from? What's the origin of that last name?
So my parents are actually immigrated from Russia, from St. Petersburg in the early 90s, almost actually 80, 89. Sorry, wow, I'm getting my own history confused. But they immigrated from Russia, and actually I hadn't been born yet in the process, so they actually had to stop in Italy for a period of time while they were waiting to complete the process. And then I was actually born in Italy before they ended up landing in California.
Oh, it's interesting. That's a nice mix you have there.
Yeah.
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 Hey, Sam. Sam is saying hi too.
Hey, Sam.
So, Victor, how long have you been working with SpeakRight?
As of now, a year in just a tad over 3 months, if I'm doing the month right. I started last year at on February 4th, I think. Um, yeah, I think it was February 4th, but last year, February 4th.
Okay, good, good. And before SpeakRight, what did you work on?
I doing a role that was pretty similar. I was working for a company called Arvado in California, and right before I started with SpeakRight, I actually moved, which is in, like I said, in California. I actually moved from California to Texas and was essentially still contracting with them before moving on to a position here. But that was working and supporting different programs. My team specifically supported Microsoft and a program of theirs called the Microsoft Partner Network, and we worked with a subset of companies there called learning partners. So we kind of told them about the program, let them know what was going on, any kind of updates and content, et cetera, that kind of thing. So somewhat similar to what I do here in regards to interfacing and connecting with clients regularly.
Okay, that's really interesting. We were working with the Microsoft Partner Network a few months ago to get
Yeah.
listed. Uh, it would have been nice to know that you knew a little bit, knew some of it to
Yeah.
navigate. It was quite the process, but it's
Yeah.
nice.
If you have any questions about it, let me know. I know some still, but not as
Yeah.
much.
Cool, cool. So talking about the actual job you do at SpeakRight as an account manager, right?
Mhm.
Can you share with us what does your day-to-day look like?
Yeah, so it's different now. Now I don't go to the office, so that's pretty different. But no, essentially, uh, Michael and myself are both account managers. What our main task is connecting with all of our clients, especially in the beginning when they've actually onboarded and signed up. So that kind of transition into becoming instead of just a sign up, an actual user. That's something that we work on as account managers. Connect with them. Christian came up with this really great way of automating some of that, so we're not completely bogged down with that. But as well, we integrate into our daily process of being able to check in with those users, see if they're doing anything, and then if they set up meetings with us, we'll do that. That's kind of an everyday action, and as well, I myself will run an account report to see any new accounts that were created the previous day, and I get that information to Christian. But for the most part, it is interfacing with clients, and then getting in support. So any of those issues where you guys may send up where, for example, one that I've seen a lot recently for one client is garbled audio. So a client was having a lot of issues with that. So of course the support team worked with them, but they needed an extra bit of contact. So that was something that I reached out to them and worked with them with. So any kind of situations like that where there's more of a deep dive needed, I'll reach out for that. Or if they're just unhappy about something along those lines. And that'll come up from time to time. Another aspect of what we do also, which is depends on timing, is we work with the sales team on their pilots. So they'll find a new potential client, or usually a group, especially for law enforcement. I work a lot with protective services. I work with John Drew a lot. I believe you guys already had an interview with him, but he will connect with this team, get them set up, get them going. I'll come in and help out to take care of some of those other duties, such as training. We'll get everyone on a Zoom call or a couple of Zoom sessions and get everyone on board onto how to use that. And that kind of same idea goes to any existing clients. For example, the state of Oregon, we have people added on every day. And so sometimes people want that extra help. So I'll take the time in the day to reach out to them, give them a lowdown of how to use the app, how to use the member page, etc.
That's good. That's good. What would you say is the most exciting, thing or exciting part of what you do in terms of something that you look forward to, every day in your job?
I'm glad you qualified that, because I was going to say the thing that can get my heart pumping the most is when I have to talk to someone who's very upset. but on a kind of the positive thing, it's nice to be able to connect with anyone who needs help, and of course, as with kind of any role where you're working customer service and doing an action that's getting a result to help somebody do something. You guys typing something up, it's always nice to know, okay, this work that I did, it helped someone directly. So whenever I connect with someone, speak with them on the phone, and help them work through understanding how to proceed with dictating, with using SpeakWrite, submitting things, that always feels really great. And especially we do have some cases where there are people who some of our clients, some of our lawyers are a little bit older, so they don't know how to open some things or take some actions. So it always feels good to be able to help work them through and kind of give them that patience and help that they may need, and making sure they're doing making sure they know where they're going and get into the right place to submit the work, or know how to do FTP, for example.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always a treat, when you can help somebody achieve something, and you can hear it in their voices, wow, they're really relieved because they know how to do something that was bothering them for a while.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't say it better myself. There's that relief. We're like, okay, thank God, figured it out. We got that done. We overcame that. So that's always great to hear.
Good. So this is new for this interview now. You're going to be the first one to do this, to share with us. Do you have any pets in your house?
I do. I have a pet. Her name is Gemini, a Gem for short. She is a pit bull, and she's looking out the window right now, but I can bring her over and give you guys a little show. Give me 1 second.
I love pets. So this is going to be a first here in the typist interviews, rather than the staff interviews for the typist. So let's see. Let's get to meet Gem. Oh wow! Look at that.
So she's probably gonna go a little crazy for some loving in a few moments. This is Gemini.
Man. She's a beauty. Look at her. Let me just put you guys here in the spotlight. Hey, Gem. How old is she?
She is 3 years old, but she's on the smaller side for a pit bull. She was kind of like the runt of the litter. So she's full grown and reached her full size, but she's still pretty small. Not overly small, but definitely a little smaller than usually you'll see some pit bulls.
That's nice. That's very nice. My wife wants to get a dog, and she's just all over me, like, we need to get a dog. We need to get a dog. Everybody has a dog, and it's true. Like everybody I know, almost everybody in the office has a pet. So I'm gonna Yeah.
Austin seems like one of those cities, one of these really pet-friendly cities that everyone has a dog, lots of dog parks everywhere.
So how is she faring? With the obviously, you're more in the house now. Is she any different? Do you see her?
It was interesting. We thought that she would be going a little bit more crazy in the beginning, but when this all first started, and we both started staying home, my girlfriend and I, she didn't really go too crazy. She was just kind of sleeping and relaxing all day. And that's only kind of, she's expected more attention later on in this experience. It's gotten more like, hey, you're here, so you should be paying attention to me. So
Yep.
there's little bouts of wildness and craziness that we have to do.
She it's her right, to demand
Yeah.
all that.
Yes,
So
that's the face that always demands the attention and all. I'm gonna go ahead and put her down.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Thank you, Victor, for sharing a gem with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's different, right, Victor, to work with the pet nearby than just your coworkers. I bet
It is. It
very
is.
different.
You get to talk. The conversations you have with your pet are just a little bit different.
Yeah. And all the typists, they have shared their pets on previous posts here in the group, and it's just nice to see, how they are there, so loyal, and they provide they change the whole ambiance of the room, of the office where you're working at. It's definitely something. Hey, we may even talk to Jen about bringing our pets to work.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, I think it's been offered already by
Yeah.
somebody. I forget who, saying, why don't you just bring Jem by? And I don't know.
So to finish off our interview, Victor, do you have any feedback, anything that you would like to tell our typists that are watching the video now or later on?
I don't have any direct feedback. I mean, actually, I do, which is you guys do such a great job. I don't know if you get to see any of the comments on the work that you guys do, but obviously there are the ones where people say, what about this? But there are also so many where people say that came back so quickly, or this work was fantastic, this was great, this is a real lifesaver. Because day to day I'm reaching out to people, and we recently did a reach out to a lot of our legal clientele during this kind of COVID period of time. And so a lot of people who responded have always stated, they're so thankful that the service is here. And that's something that you guys specifically do, because I might do the kind of customer pampering, but the actual service and the results that they really love to see is coming from you guys. So I just reached out to something like, not quite done yet, but something like 700 different clients, and so many of them wrote back saying that they just are really appreciative and really love our service. So that's you guys. So thank you guys. The only other thing I can think of is if you guys run into any weird audio, I'm sure you guys already have a process. This is my slight ignorance, but if you guys ever run into weird audio or anything like that, always let us know. If I'm sure you guys are raising tickets and all, but that's always helpful to know, and for us to see that, okay, there might be something happening there, and if we can track down an issue that way and kind of nip it in the bud, that's always good, because sometimes our clients don't tell us that they're experiencing an issue. Sometimes they'll just continue on and they won't reach out to support or to account management or anything like that. So any kind of assistance in identifying those kind of things would definitely be a really great help.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Victor. We appreciate your time today. Somebody's asking how much does Gem weigh? So sorry, Victor. This is going to be the Gem show from now on.
How much does she weigh? Yeah.
43 pounds.
43 pounds, about. Wow. So that's when when I lift her up and carrying around, that's my at-home workout, essentially.
Yeah, definitely. You can count it. Well, if nobody else has more questions for Victor or actually, about Gem, then we're gonna close it out. We want to also let everyone know in the group that we are opening interview spaces for you guys. So we're gonna post a link in the next few minutes in the group where you can go look at a Google Sheets, and then you'll see some dates, and you can put the name, your name, next to the date when you would like to participate. So It's not, compulsory, but if you are interested in being interviewed here in the next month or so, please take a look at that link and put your name and email there, so we can also get to know you, because that's part of the dynamic here. Everybody get to know each other and be part of the Speak Red family, and we can see each other and get to know each other better. So thank you, Victor. Have a great day today.
You
And
too. You guys take care out there.
you're around. Bye-bye.